let me put this disclaimer out here because I see it sometimes. And I've also come across people that cross my paths where I found out their situation. They were romantically involved with someone and they just could not leave that particular person. And that person was the worst. Like, they should have left them like long time ago, but they simply just cannot leave them because sometimes due to their circumstances, sometimes it's financial, sometimes it's they don't have support, friends, family, sometimes they don't have the resources financially, like the money. Sometimes the person that they're dealing with is so ruthless to the core that sometimes they just cannot up and leave that person because sometimes they're fully aware of just how unhinged they are, or how wicked they are, or just the capabilities, how far they would go. Like, sometimes it's like they have no limits. You know, some people know their limits. Some people is like, I'm not willing to lose that. I'm not willing to do that because I have this, that, and the third, and they care about it. But then there's some people, they just don't care about none of that stuff. All that stuff goes out the window. And so these people that can't just up and leave, they a lot of times they do have ties. They're, like I said, children. Sometimes they're legally married to the person. Sometimes they share assets, cars, houses, businesses, whatever. The list can go on. And people will really get upset at these people that decide to share their experiences or things that they've gone through with either the public, or even not even if they don't share with the public. They shared it with like their friends, or that maybe they're some quote unquote trusted family member, or who they thought they could trust. And people will be really upset at them because they don't leave when they want them to leave or do what they want them to do. But at the same time, none of these people are not putting up this person and their children, or gonna support them until they can get on their feet. They're not willing to do none of those things, but they get so bent out of shape that the person doesn't leave right away, even though it's so bad. And so to me, I can always sympathize because I understand sympathy. I have empathy for other people and their circumstances. I might not like it. I might not agree with it. I might really want that person to just up and leave. But I know at the end of the day that sometimes it just does not work like that. You can't just always just up and leave like how you would really